I haven't been honest with myself for the last 2 weeks, and I really didn't want to make this video, but there's a voice in my heart. It sounds cliche or corny, but I give zero fucks. But I feel like I want to share it with you because the person that I am, I can't lie to myself. You know, I live my life as someone who shows up every day to himself. There is nobody here in my crib. Like, if I die right now, some shit happens, heart attack or something, a at least a few days until somebody notice that I'm not here. And I'm very aligned with the path that I chose to take. And for the last 2 weeks, as you saw in the beginning, this is something that I fell to. As everything has been progressing pretty good, I would say brilliant. I've been putting in the work, whether people know what people see on social media or things that are happening in behind the scenes that I'm not going to disclose. I'm not going to share nothing about it, but things been going. God bless. And that's when this came. I'll give you a bit of a background story about what I was doing in my teenage years. I was heavy into drugs. Like, I was not into heavy drugs, but I was definitely, as it called, open-minded person. And for a very long time, I quit this path of destruction that I was in. So it's like I got nothing in common or to do with what you saw in the beginning of this video. But as the year started, and just not as the year started, but for the last year, every level that I've been achieving, there's always been something that came up that tries to destroy it. And this time it was this herb. And I found myself using it every 2 days when I had the chance to exit this pressure that I'm putting on myself and lying to myself, telling that it's like a break from everything that I'm doing, because unless I didn't use it, my mind was always in this. Like, even when I try to rest, I'll tell myself, okay, I will chill, I will watch a movie, I will go there. My mind was always coming back to this path that I chose. And today I noticed that I was falling back into the person Lior. Lior is my government name. You know, about Lior, Lior has never been really respected. In Lior's mind, he always saw everything as unconditional when it comes to people. He always gave unconditional love and support and just wanted people to be with him for who he is. Strip off the looks, strip off the potential, strip off everything just for who he is as a person. And for the last year, I realized that I don't want to say all the connections, but pretty much all of them were based on interest, which is like human nature, which I didn't realize it because I'm neurodivergent. I'm not very good at picking up these things. And almost every person that came in my life, whether it's a woman that wanted me for my looks and just objectify me and not wanting for who I am, or a person that came for my potential and saw how they can gain for being with me. When I stopped doing drugs, when I stopped like lowering my standards, when I stopped like faking interest when it comes to topics, slowly everyone fades away. Everybody faded away. And I know this is a very vulnerable video, but I'm making this video because I want to inspire people. I want to set an example and not just, live my life as a normal person, because I always knew that I'm not normal. I don't care how it may sound. Maybe it sounds egotistical. I don't give a fuck. But that's how I always felt, and that's who I want to be. That's who I am. That's who Otrigo is. Otrigo is not a stage name. It's not a persona. It's the person who I truly feel in my heart. And every person has this person, this Otrigo. It sounds like alter ego. That's the same reason the name came. Unconsciously, I didn't know it. It was not intentional. And every person has this persona, this mentality that he wants to achieve, that knows that is good for him, because we are accountable for everything that happens to us in our life. I don't want to say fault, because I don't want it to put into context of something negative, but I will say a cause, because in life, all our actions is the cause of our decisions. Every decision is our cause, and we decide who we become as human beings. And that's what I want to show you. That's why Leo was never respected. Leo was always there for people. And OT is the example of how I see people want to be. I don't want to... That's why I appreciate y'all more than fans, because I don't see y'all as fans. I see you as friends, pretty much. Like, I love that we uplift each other and show love to each other, because in my life, I noticed there's a lot of envy, a lot of jealousy, and people who smirk at me, which is something that I didn't notice before. So my main reason I'm making this video is to talk about the word test, which is everything in life. Life is a test. It's a big one test. And I don't know how I got into it, but I started analyzing this word, and turns out every word has power. All the words are spells. And the word test is, when you look at ancient writings, it came from two crosses. Test, every T is a cross originally. You have two choices when it comes to the gates of this test. You have E and S. E symbolizes energy, which is how you look at things in life, what is your output in life. And the S is across your road, like which way do you want to take your energy? Which way do you want to take your thoughts, your mind? Our life is everything that we put out with our energy and decision making. And we decide our path. What we show to the people around us is not who we are. Almost each and every one of you can fake who you are when you are with people. People can soften you. People can tell you, oh, it's all right. They can pat you on the back. They'll be like, oh, it's not a big deal. You fucked it up, but it's okay, because so are we. And when you are alone, you don't have any other choice but to face this shadow, these darkest places in your mind. Because when you come back from work or whatever you are, and you are alone all the time, you cannot slack. You always have to show up to yourself. And when you fuck up, it all stays in this body, in this mind. So work on your goddamn mind and self and your fucking shadow, because that's the most important thing in life when it comes to confidence, when it comes to self-belief. This is everything. Not even all this materialistic thoughts, but be more accepting of yourself without any shame and guilt.